Clash Royale is saved. So, you're seeing all the videos. You're seeing everybody talk about this. And that was me just being weird. Clash Royale just announced some incredible stuff. And I'm really, really excited about it because it seems like they've listened to the majority of what everybody has been asking for. Now, one of the things that you guys have heard me say in past videos is that Clash Royale needs a competitor. I still think that that's true. I still think that that is true to continue to push them to better things. Their competitor recently has been the community and the boycott. That's kind of taken the place of a competitor because they're like, all right, we're all going to leave. What happens when there's a competitor? People go and play another game, which means they leave your game. Recently, people have left the game. So there hasn't been a competitor, but the same sort of act has happened or the same sort of result has happened, which has made them take these steps to initiate really, really good changes that we're going to get into in a little bit. I do still believe, and obviously this can't just come out of nowhere. I don't know if there will ever be a competitor for Clash Royale because to compliment them a little bit, they created a game unlike any other game. They created a game that is at the peak of its genre. They created a new genre. There is nothing currently that can challenge it. And in order for somebody to come along and challenge it, it would take a lot of work. It would take probably tens of millions, if not $100 million for a company to come in there in marketing, in all of that kind of stuff, and in production of a game. So I don't think that that's anything that's going to happen anytime soon, if at all. But it is still a desire of mine because I think it will be good for them to challenge them and push them forward. So coming soon, let's go ahead and jump into this. Over the past few months, you've shared a lot of feedback. Good job, guys. We did it. Proud of everybody. Progression, heroes, rewards, and overall balance. Some of these changes take time to fully come to life. Yeah, everybody has said that. I agree. But we've been listening and working on making Clash Royale even better for all of our players. With the next update, we're rolling out a series of meaningful changes, etc., etc. Cool. Let's go ahead. Look at this photo real quick. All right, so big time photo here coming soon. First, let's start here. February 23rd. So that is in just a couple of days. Max level, no more duplicates until you have 60 max cards. That is awesome. That's so good because that is something that has been incredibly annoying for people is maxing out their stuff. And it's super frustrating getting duplicates of cards that you don't currently want. So once you get 60 max level cards, which is actually a lot, like that's a lot of max level cards. You can build out multiple decks that are maxed before you get any sort of duplicates, especially because a lot of decks will carry log. They'll carry bar barrel, arrows. Like you can make lots of decks work with overlapping cards. So I think 60 is a pretty solid number for cards to require you to max out before you start getting duplicates. So I think that's really good. And then next we've got Builder's Workshop, unlock heroes at Arena 5. That's pretty cool. So you can see now one Evo and one hero. No more random heroes. Choose which hero you unlock. I think that that is incredible. Being able to choose which hero you unlock is awesome because everybody has different play styles. I don't want Hero Giant. I don't play those types of decks. Hero Goblins, right up my alley. So I think that that's really, really good. And then as you guys saw, a free hero as well. Along with the hero unlock change, you'll get 200 hero fragments to choose your next hero. So I think that that is really, really good as well. Super excited that they're doing that for everybody. And then we've got new Evos, heroes, and cards from 4 to 3, which is awesome. One hero or one Evo, one hero, and one wild. I think that this is a great change. And then 5-star magic lucky chest improvements. That's really good. So that means you're not going to get annoyed and get a whole bunch of infernos. If you guys remember, somebody posted a picture of that. But new Evos, new heroes, and new cards. Here's what I want to see. Okay? Here's what I want to see. And I don't think that this is going to happen. But we know that Evos and heroes cost money pretty much. Yeah, you can unlock Evos, you can get the shards, all that kind of stuff. I want to see free cards that come in the free pass. Maybe at the end of the pass you can unlock the card, or you can just get it from chests, whatever. I guess you could get it if they're with the new no duplicate system. But I want to see 3 new cards for every 1 evolution. And then I want to see 2 new evolutions for every 1 hero. You could probably even make that more. So I think that we need to see 6 new cards for every new hero. I would like that pacing. I would like that pacing. So 6 new cards, 2 new Evos, and 1 new hero is kind of the trajectory that I would like to see. I think that would be awesome. I don't think that that's going to happen, but I want to see more cards, man. I want to see more basic cards. I want to see more cool win conditions that don't require abilities or anything like that. Like, let's get some really cool new basic cards that you can just unlock, level up, all that kind of stuff. I think that that would be incredible. And then obviously we've got the changes to the from 4 to 3 special slots. I think that's a good idea. 1 Evo seems good, 1 hero, 1 wild. All of that feels really, really good. And then I think the changes to the Lucky Chest improvement is awesome. So, like you said, live February 23rd. No more duplicate cards at max. That's awesome. If you have more than 60 max card levels, the drop weight of max level cards will be reduced to 90%. So that still feels really good. Like, I think that's a good thing for them to be doing. I think that's going to make people a lot happier. Unlocking heroes, cool. I know that a lot of people are like, get rid of heroes. I still kind of wish that they just did champions instead of heroes. Like, heroes just seem unnecessary. I get the Evos. I think Evos are cool. I get champions. Like, when champions came out, it's like, well, these are pretty dope. Heroes, it's like, I don't understand the necessity of these. I would have liked it if heroes were never invented, but they are. I think that they should have just been champions. So 1 Evo slot, 1 hero slot, and 1 wild slot can either be a hero or an Evo. I think that's cool because, honestly, a lot of times 2 heroes is too much, man. It's too much going on. So 2 Evos, that's cool. This change will apply to Trophy Road, Ranked, and Challenges. That's awesome. Removing randomness from hero unlocks. Yeah, we already talked about that. That's good. New evolutions, 5-star. Roadmap moving forward. This isn't everything we have planned for the year. Stay tuned to our socials so you don't miss what's next. We have more exciting things coming. Thank you for being part of the Clash Royale community. Cool. Now, let's go and see what other people are saying. All right, so we're over on Reddit right now, and the top hot post with 1,000 upvotes on it says, "This is not enough." I want to read through this, see what they said. That's crazy how they make the game horrible and now just fix the minimum. Here's my first thing I'm going to say to that. You got to be patient, man. There's something called development time, you know? Like, people, this whole boycott started, what, a week ago? I don't even know how long ago it was. And they're already talking about this coming out in a couple of days. There are things that have to happen on the back end, okay? So chill your pants. People get distracted by this, but this is far from being enough. They literally scammed us. Okay, relax, dude. Relax. This is far from being enough, sure, but they also said there's more to come that they haven't shared with us. I saw an OJ video with him talking about some other stuff that looks freaking sick, so that's awesome. In reality, do we really have any improvement? Yes. Heroes and Evos will probably still be broken at release. Okay, but like Evos were out when everybody was saying everything was peak during Jinxie's time, when he was first here, Evos were running rampant. Nobody was complaining about it. So they only give 1 free hero, and then it's 1 hero every 3 months. Better than 4, but just like Evo was. Progression will slightly improve thanks to no duplicate for max levels, plus better star prize, but still no books, still less wild cards. Okay. They made it look like we have improvements, but in comparison with what we had before, which was already low, we still have less. Progression shouldn't be random like this also. Okay, I mean, sure, I can kind of see that. Here is what they should change on top of that to really improve quality of life. Bring back books. I wouldn't be against that, honestly. Especially if they're releasing... Here's the thing. I'll say bring back books if they start releasing cards quicker. So, like I said, if we get 6 new cards to every 2 Evos to every 1 hero, then yeah, freaking bring books back. I think that would make sense. Give more wild cards and star prizes and more rewards and star prizes in general. Yep, I think that'd be good. Make half of the new heroes or evos obtainable free to play. If one released each season, then you can have one every 2 seasons. If 2 by the season, 1 is obtainable. I mean, here's the thing. Heroes and evos can't be in the same bucket because they're not. Evos you get with shards that are way more attainable than the heroes. So you can't compare them like that. They're not 1-to-1, especially if we're doing what I said, 6 to 2 to 1. Then I mean they're different. Heroes are the ultimate, the epitome. I feel like you can connect them with champions or whatever. But I do think that shards for evos should be more obtainable than shards for heroes. And then heroes are going to be that thing that maybe it takes you a couple months to get. I don't know. Stop scamming us with the balance and release normal cards, not broken stuff. That's always a tough one because some of it genuinely is a skill issue. And I can even say that to myself. Sometimes it's a skill issue when I complain about certain things. Sometimes it's the randomness of decks, which sucks. But like, I see people complain about the Evo Mega Knight all the time. Y'all, you can counter an Evo Mega Knight and activate your King Tower for really, really cheap. Okay? So like, get better. And in certain scenarios where I complain about things to myself, Molt, get better. Learn how to deal with it. So a lot of times, yes, things can feel broken. Get better at the game and they won't feel as broken. But then there are some things like the hero goblins, which even the best of the best players are like, these are freaking broken. And that's why it's in like 60% of decks at the top of ladder or whatever. Lower all the cards needed to upgrade each level. So level 16 is like level 14 or an equivalent to 15 before. I don't know. Add more rewards in general. More new ways to obtain heroes or evos. More rewards in events. Ladder level up chests. I think that that is true. I think that if you win... Here's my thing that I've always thought should happen. If you win a Mega Draft challenge, so if you get 12 wins in a Mega Draft challenge, I think that you should get your gems back. So all of that was free. It's like, hey, you did good enough. You get this back free. I don't think that there would be a problem with that, but I also don't understand the economy of games fully. I'm not an economist, or I didn't study economics. So, but that's something that I've always thought, or you should get like half of it back. So if you play in a Mega Draft challenge, you should get back 75% of your gems. I think that that would be a way to get people to lean into those sorts of things. Creators could really commit to that type of stuff because obviously I love doing Mega Draft. I think that it's incredibly fun. But there isn't a big reason for people to do it right now. And I think if there was an opportunity to learn it and to get better at it and to get those rewards back, I think that's awesome. For me, it's normal to add new levels, whatever. Okay. This was only for quality of life, but where are the content gameplay updates? No more good events. No clan rule reworks. That's going to take time, dude. They just announced this. Be patient. You know how long it's going to take to get a clan rework? It's going to take some time. And if they announced it and it wasn't good enough, then everyone would be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Be patient. No clan rule rework. Yeah, we'll get it. No season shot back. Okay? Sure. Better matchmaking, especially in Clan Wars. Let's not talk about Clan Wars right now. Better matchmaking. I definitely agree with that. No permanent game modes to create new goals or excitement. Obviously, I agree about this. But if tournaments are coming back, that's, dope. And like I said, if they do the thing that I just mentioned about if you do a grand challenge, not regular challenge. If you do a grand challenge and you win and you get 12 wins, let's say this. If you go 12-0 in a grand challenge or a Mega Draft challenge, you should be able to get your entire thing back. Get your entire gems spent back. If you go 12-1, you get 75% back. If you go 12-2, then you get 50% of it back. And then if you lose, sorry, you don't get it back. I bet this post is going to be deleted in a while. I wonder why. Yeah, happened to not... Wait, like from Clash Royale? Interesting. Happened to all my posts. A mod or some mod are previously power chipping? Interesting. Is there a way... I want to do... top. Okay, so I guess that's the top one. Thanks for saying it. A lot of sheep are happy to lick Supercell's feet. just because they were giving scraps away after the boycott. Guys, we need to encourage change, though. If we just come back pissed off, do you think that's going to motivate them to listen to the community? You got to understand. Yes, it might not feel like enough, but we need to be like, okay, this is progress. I want to hear something else in a month. I want to hear more updates in a month. Painting new Evos and heroes as new content. I mean, new Evos are new content. When in reality, there's still going to be a paywall behind accessing those new Evos and heroes. Sure, that is definitely true. But if they can create better opportunities to get it, or think about this. What if in a mega draft, let's say mega draft, y'all, I went hiking earlier with my son and it started to pour down rain and we had a mile to get back to the car. It was freaking crazy. But sorry, little side thing right there. What if you win a mega draft challenge or a grand challenge and you have a 10% chance to win an Evo shard or something like that? I don't know if they currently do that. In fact, I don't think that they do. But I think mega draft, grand challenges, and then tournaments. I think that if I wanted to spend $100 on a tournament for you guys, I should be able to guarantee the winner maybe a hero or an Evo or something. That would be dope. Imagine that. You get 6 Evo shards if you win my tournament that I spent $100 on. That'd be pretty sick. Put it on the creators, Put it on Jinxie, who will be streaming tournaments. Be like, yo, Jinxie would throw down $1,000. I bet you he'd even do a $10,000 tournament, probably even more. And the winner gets all heroes. How sick would that be? I mean, that's one person. That's not going to affect the economy too much. So freaking do that kind of stuff. I think that'd be awesome. I don't understand why the companies suddenly make a quick buck by releasing cheap concepts like hero cards. Yeah, but that's already over with. We can't do anything about that. Business strategy with the Evos was bad too, but making monthly Evos and keeping stuff like books could have made consistent revenue. I agree with that. I was always excited for new Evos despite being a free to... Yes, I completely agree with that. And again, we don't know what Tencent is telling them. And obviously that's behind the doors business workings that they don't need to tell us about. So you got to understand, sometimes there's the little puppeteer above who's like, hey, you guys got to increase revenue. And yes, I do think if they wanted to increase revenue, they shouldn't have done what they did. But, people see bare minimum of devs listening to community, how they bring gifts after heroes in level 16 and call it a W. I'm done. I think that's a little simple-minded, but whatever. We really need Clan Wars rework. It's too boring and not really fair. Yeah, I agree with that. Couldn't agree with you more. Clash Royale really lacks good clan content. Without this, the game will never be at its prime. I totally agree with that. And think about this. What if as a clan, what if in Clan Wars, you go up against 4 other clans and the winning clan, everybody gets to unlock an Evo in that clan. So 50 people get to unlock an Evo. And then they get a couple of hero shards or hero fragments, whatever the heck it is. I think that they need more motivation for people to do things together because the game is about community, right? So it's you have right now, there's nothing. What's the point of Clan Wars? Give us big rewards from clans, from Clan Wars, and make it the boat stuff is friggin' weird. It needs to be very similar to Clash of Clans one. It almost needs to feel like a tournament to where you have a tournament weekend. So let's say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the Clan Wars. And you have to do 10 battles against other people. Now, the thing that's kind of tough about that is that those people have to be online. So maybe it's 10 clans all in it so that you're almost guaranteed to have somebody online. Have them be in similar time zones, whatever. And make it good for people to be able to unlock really good rewards for the clan system. I think that's going to be good. Dude, don't complain though. Just delete the post. Continue to boycott about not playing, not buying anything. Only a few ways to fix it. It's useless to complain. I don't think it's useless, but yeah. Either way, y'all, let me know how you guys feel about it. I think it's good steps in the right direction. And yeah, some people will be, you're being a bootlicker. What? You just want me to complain? Bro, I have, without a doubt, I have been the most vocal person in the history of Clash Royale for issues that I have with the game. And I said all of that stuff. I predicted it back in 2017 that the game was going to go down, and it started going down, and it was in a really big lull for a long time. I was fighting for a lot of this stuff, and like anybody who says I'm a bootlicker, like you're clearly a noob to the game. You haven't been around long enough to know that that's not true. But to a certain point, we got to take what we can get, but we need to continue to challenge them and hold them accountable. And now here's the thing. They saw that this quote-unquote boycott or this PR nightmare worked, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that at any chance of something we disagree with, we all need to go up in arms. But it does mean that we need to continue to hold them accountable. And I promise that I will do that, even if I'm not heard, even if whatever. And some of that could look like me not playing the game, switching to another game if a competitor comes out. Hopefully it does, because I think it'd be cool to have another game. Like, there's nothing wrong with playing 2 games. But now I'm just rambling. Appreciate you guys. Let me know how y'all feel down below. See you in the next one. Peace out.